Hello dear friends, welcome back, welcome to a new reading, a general reading, a not time specific reading. Being a general reading, please take in account only what you feel that is resonating with yourself. I'm speaking here about energies, I'm not speaking about sexes. I use the characters in the cards in order for me to be able to express myself, but that doesn't mean that if I am expressing myself as a gender or to a gender, I am addressing only that gender. We all have both energies in us, so please bear with me because it's much easier this way for me to keep a storyline. Because I am speaking about energies, these energies can also interchange with the characters. That means that I may speak directly to you, Scorpio, because this is your reading, or I may speak directly to the cross-watcher. If this is your case, you will know it and you'll be able to identify it exactly from the storyline. Thank you for all of you who are making donations. I appreciate it. For those of you who are interested in private readings, you can find all the details in the description box below. I like to let the cards come out by themselves. I know this can take a while. This is why the readings have chapters. So if you're not interested in this whole process, please feel free and go directly to the chapter that you are interested in. More infos how to get to the chapters you can find in the upper right corner, in the case that they are not visible in the YouTube player. If you like what you are seeing, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you're welcome. This being said, thank you again and let's start with your reading. For all who have the Sun, Moon, Rising or planet Venus in the sign of Scorpio, what's best for them to know now? What's in their higher good to know now? Now being the time that you are watching the recording. Best messages for Scorpio, please. And everything that is in their higher good to know now. All who have the Sun, Moon, Rising or planet Venus in the sign of Scorpio. Page of Cups. Page of Cups being it can be your energy. It can be somebody younger. We can speak about a younger energy, but we also can speak about, it's also known as the dreamer. But in the sense of it's best for us to come back to that belief in ourselves that everything is possible as when we were young and we dreamt of what we were doing when we are growing up. We didn't take in account that for that or that I have to have those resources or what that knowledge, or I want to be an astronaut and that was it. The children already see themselves among the stars. So it's the belief in everything it's possible. It's like dream big. Have that knowing, inner knowing that as long as you can see it, it can be become coming into fruition, become material. So for Scorpio, please. Best messages for Scorpio, please. I'm sorry. Best messages for Scorpio, please. Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Six of Wands, Queen of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Devil. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the energy that holds together your entire reading. It can be that current of energy that can move the reading in the direction that it needs to go. It also can be the energy in which you are right now. Sometimes it can be subtle and you're not conscious about it. Sometimes it can be stronger and you are conscious about it. And sometimes it can be so strong that even people around you are conscious about this energy. Page of Swords speaks to us about our desire of receiving much more information, learning new skills, but learning in this fashion. It's theoretical learning mostly, but through that you can get new ideas that can give you what you are in need of in order to make this bridging, to make the jump if you want, but is more knowledge, receiving more knowledge, learning something new in order for you to put that knowledge into practice. It's becoming very charmful, knowing how to speak, with whom to speak, if not to speak, if it's good for you to speak or not, knowing exactly the right time when to. It's like being at the right time, in the right moment, with the right people. And with that, through those encounters, you also can get new ideas, new, not influences, but ideas. So for a period of time, I see here the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is speaking about having the feeling that you have no way out. This character is looking into the mirror, and instead of seeing things exactly as they are, she sees this. So her perception is not quite real. This is a mental blockage, and through this new knowledge that you are receiving or opening yourself to it, you'll simply be able to come out of this feeling like I'm being held back, I cannot see everything. These ravens, I don't have the feeling that they are attacking the character here. It's simply helping unraveling this bounding and the blindfold in order to become again the match of what's being reflected and what's real. But it was a mental blockage. I always tell you, by the Eight of Swords, it's like the hamster on the wheel who's putting a lot of effort into it, and it's running like crazy, and his muscles are sore, and the image around him doesn't change. He cannot understand how that is possible. I'm running here like crazy and everything stays the same, because it's a mental blockage. And with this new knowledge, Eight of Pentacles, it's speaking to us about self-mastery, but self-mastery that goes again with learning. Books again, so intellectual in a very analytical way. Also, it's like the phases of the moon, being here and watching everything and learning through repetition and becoming aware of what's repeating in our life, and becoming aware of patterns of thinking, patterns of doing, patterns of reacting, what's good for me, what's not, what I know already that it doesn't work, okay, I'm opening myself to something else. And then also not only the theoretical learning, but also the practical. And with that, you are simply mastering it. With that, you'll achieve success, victory. You'll come out of this mental blockage, and you'll be able to receive financial independence, to receive the fruits of your labor, to be able to have whatever you are in need of in order for you to be able to build the life that you want and you desire. Making things that you are enjoying. It's like blessings. The dove is bringing her all the blessings that she is in need of. This is financial independence. Always when independence, it's about independence. For me, this is a very indicative as indicating, as ways are splitting. So you split from this way of thinking, way of looking at things, because you have much more knowledge. It's like it was a lesson that was needed in order for you to be able to master through it. And in this is you, Queen of Cups, intuitive one, connecting to higher wisdom in order for you to be able to understand and reach to that guidance that can bring you that enlightening moment, ideas. But also maybe this mental blockage had at root something that had to do with emotions, but in a very balanced energy. You being balanced here, connecting yourself to higher realms, you're able to identify, and with this identification and with this mastery, it's like you also are part of these ravens that are picking everything and starting and unraveling this. Because this situation gave you a lot of headaches. You tried your best. You put much more effort into a situation that didn't brought you the desired result. It was something like illusionary, or you were not able to see it clearly, not because you're not able to, but because you had to deal with somebody that was wishy-washy. They didn't give in return as much as you invested into the situation. It was something that you did that was in their benefit, but they didn't respond the same way to you. And it's now becoming louder and louder until you say, wait a minute, why am I continuing to stay in this situation? Why am I continuing to invest in something where I already know that I tried my best, and what I have to bring to the table, the people are not being interested in? Or, okay, I'm done, I'm out of here. I will go towards another place where my ideas are being valued. And Six of Cups. Six of Cups speaks to us about soulmate energy, but it's a lot of nostalgia in this picture. It's like remember as we were young, or somebody from your past, from your childhood, from your teenage years come back into your life, and through talks, through conversation with that character, you start and remembering about hopes and dreams and what we used to dream of, and with that you also had the Page of Cups at the beginning when I split the deck, and I told you to coming back to that knowledge, inner knowledge, that everything is possible. It's that will also give you the idea, and not only the idea, to enforcing the guidance that you already received, that you should live a situation in which you cannot bring into manifestation as you would like to, as you dream, as you hoped, and with that to split ways, becoming independent. having that enforcement that only by leaving behind a situation that kept you very tight, very controlling, but very, yes, controlling, and this is the control master. It can be that it's somebody that had this way of, I give you a little bit of freedom to be able to make what's in my interest to make, but otherwise just put the effort into it. I'm taking everything that comes with your work, and I take all the harvest and give you not so much. I'm manipulating you towards everything that I want, but I'm presenting everything very, he's very inviting in the way that he presents himself. But if we are not looking closely, we won't be able to see all the manipulation. In the majority of time, this doesn't have to be somebody else. This can be played, this role can be played by ourselves, by sabotaging ourselves, not trusting ourselves, not believing that, oh, I was a child, I was daydreaming, it's not possible to make it real. And with that, we bring ourselves a lot of justification, very logical justification, very strong justification, in which we are disassembling our ideas, our hopes, our dreams, and we stay in this kind. For me, it's the moment in which you realize that as long as you are not feeding these sabotaging thoughts, you have the opportunity to become independent, even if this was somebody or it was your own way of playing this role. Sign of Capricorn, by the way. You'll be successful. This is why this is a mastery card. You had to master it. You had to recognize it, to understand it by repeating it again. Wait a minute, I was here before, what am I missing? And coming back and seeing it and looking at it closer and seeing everything. And saying, I'm out of here. So Scorpio, let's see. Let's see where you are heading to success. But Knight of Cups, again, your energy. It's letting you be led by your own intuition. Just make sure it's the real deal. And also starting and filling your own cup with good feelings about yourself. You're not capable. I'm the only one who's here in charge. If I weren't, then you will be not able to do anything, because just look at you, how much you are investing in it, and you are not able to receive the results that you want. And starting and putting good feelings towards yourself. Be much more compassionate towards yourself. Start and enforce your self-confidence. The more you enforce your self-confidence with love, with trust, with respect towards yourself, this character loses control over you. Or the saboteur in us loses the grip. So, okay, what's with the devil, please? The Lovers. Interesting. It's your choice. The Lovers speaks about a choice. Who am I choosing? It's a choice. If you choose to believe in yourself, to believe that you can be in perfect balance, the masculine energy within yourself with the feminine energy within yourself, to become whole again, to heal this dynamic between the energies in order to depart yourself from this. So it's sign of Gemini. It's your choice if you are letting go of the saboteur or letting go of a situation where you are not being cherished for what you can bring to the table. It's your choice. It can be the choice of choosing, as I told you, you can choose something, somebody, or you can choose to become whole again. Bringing yourself into balance, into a healed energy. It can be having the Six of Cups ahead, above. That this situation to have to deal with somebody that you saw as being your true soulmate, you saw their soul, this being a major arcana, speaks about higher realms. So you saw the soul, but on the earth plane, they were not able to rise at that level, and they manifested themselves as this. Let's see. What's with the Five of Swords? It gave you a lot of headache because you saw them as this and you couldn't understand how they can bring into manifestation this kind of blockage, this kind of limitation, control. What's with the Five of Swords, please? Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Why is the Five of Swords here, please? Five of Wands. Combative energy. Maybe you are active in a domain where competition is fierce. But in this deck of cards, all the characters are smiling. This seems to be a fair competition. So maybe everything that you did was fair, respecting the others, participants, but that was not his intention. And maybe this is why you couldn't understand what am I doing wrong that I'm here, and you are not able to realize that you didn't saw it right. You acted right, but because you acted in a way that was not desired, the reflection was not right. And you may be accused of something that you are not, you were wrongly accused. You had to have always justification to justify every move, everything that you did. What's with the Eight of Swords, please? Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. King of Cups, yes. You are the one that is in that mental blockage because something was hidden. What they expected or the way that they acted versus the way that you acted. And these two bringing to that together had no logic for you. This created this reflection that was not corresponding to the truth. But with this mental blockage, you had to find and go deep within yourself, within your intuition, to find the balance, to find that strength of character, to not let yourself become sour because of the treatment, because of the frustration. And with that, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, you are becoming balance. You know that only by going towards higher realms, I will be able to receive the information that I'm not able to see in this situation, so that I can bring balance back. Choose yourself, your own energy. Choose yourself. Choose to bring balance between the masculine and the feminine energy of yours to heal, so that you distance yourself from this intrusive, controlling influence in your life, or to distance yourself, to put that saboteur within yourself to quiet. Six of Cups. Tell me more about the Six of Cups, please. Three of Wheels, Three of Pentacles, self-mastery. It's, again, with this inner going, with your intuition, with remembering, coming back to the moment when we started. It's not only nostalgia, but so much innocence in this card. Remembering everything, coming back to the roots, you'll be able to understand that it's the perfect time for you to, again, a card that speaks about self-mastery. So you have both cards that are speaking about self-mastery. This is in a pragmatical way, learning, but also learning through repetition, through doing something again and again. And this is the moment that you are realizing that it's now the perfect moment to make the jump from the apprentice to the master, to leave this behind, to start something maybe on your own or maybe with others, but you are the main architect, you are the main builder, to build something according to your plans, according to the way that you know that things should be done. You will have, it can be a new association, a new partnership, a new job. If it is not yours, so you're working for yourself, if it's a job, it can be that it has more decision power, because you are in charge of, you will tell others how to do, if to do, when to do. But this is giving you that, okay, it's time to me to split ways, to move on from this. And 5-5, this is changing is coming, quick changing times are here, because you realize that I have the knowledge, I accumulated a lot of knowledge, I have the experience in order to put that knowledge, that experience into the light, to make myself be appreciated for the masterpiece that I am able to produce, to create. All this remembering, or the conversation that you have with somebody, that is simply through that, remember how we used to dream, or you are understanding that this is the only way how I can achieve what I want. And this is financial independence, having everything that you are in need of in order for you to be able to build the life that you want. Being successful. 9 of Pentacles. King of Swords. King of Swords can be any sign of air, signs of air, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You have the sign of Gemini here, but with you, your energy being next to it, for me it's combining exactly like in this card. Your inner knowledge, your intuitive side with the analytical side, with that knowledge accumulated through learning, through also the Page of Swords here, that thirst of new knowledge in order to become that mastery. With that together, you'll be able to achieve this financial independence. It also, people that are in this energy are people that know that their decision can affect other lives also, like judges, like lawyers, like doctors, like pilots. Maybe somebody like that can offer you also legal advice how to proceed in order to put under, also under legal protection, this achieved financial independence. It's combining the two in order to get there, but also it can be okay. I know that I had to deal with somebody like this. It won't hurt if I am also a little bit cautious and I'm putting everything into under protection, even from that point of view, legal. What's with the Eight of Pentacles, please? That learning through repetition, mastery, by going through all the phases. Ace of Swords, a truth is coming out. You have the epiphanies that you are in need of in order to understand that you are here now in order to achieve that mastery, in order for you to break free. And truth that it's coming out that will lead you towards victory. Remaining truthful for what you know that is just because you acted fair. Six of Wands. Ace of Cups, and with that a new beginning is possible, victorious new beginning. Ace of Cups can be also a new relationship, but this new relationship starts with you. You are seeing yourself through another set of glasses, if you want, set of eyes. You are truthful towards yourself through what you know, what your intuition tells you, what your guidance is telling you. You stay truthful to yourself, and you are always careful to fill your own cup with good feelings towards yourself, and then divinity comes and gives much more in order to be an overflow. New beginnings are here. Aces are always new beginnings. New beginnings to new partnerships, victorious, successful partnership. Queen of Cups. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups, your energy. And with the Ace of Cups here in front of you, it's that very deep connection, very profound connection to intuition that you have in being able to receive that guidance that will lead you towards healthy, truthful new beginnings. Also relationships, business relationships or not. Queen of Cups. Ten of Swords. You felt this as a Ten of Swords. It feels like a little death, but you being Scorpio, you have the capacity of rising from your own ashes, even from betrayal, even from situation in which others stabbed you in the back and it took you by surprise. You didn't saw it coming, you didn't knew what they are planning, what they did, the characters that were involved in this. You will be able to rise above it by listening to your intuition, finding that guidance, becoming conscious about your own worth through this self-mastery and taking the needed steps in order to build yourself, your financial independence, to build yourself the life that you want. And you know that you are worthy of successful, truthful relationships, beginnings. And as I told you, it's your choice. Even if you had to deal with people like that, you choose. And the moment that you are choosing, you are bringing yourself firstly into balance, and with that everything starts and aligns itself in order for you to make that bridging, that being able to make the jump to. So dear Scorpio, let's see what's the best advice, best guidance for you at the end of the reading. Best advice, best guidance at the end of the reading for Scorpio, please. Firefly and Camel. I will read both of them, just to be able to find them, because I always forget how the elements are in this book. Firefly, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precise and elusive light? Precious and elusive light. When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burns out, feels dull. To bring into balance, write a poem, draw. Do something creative. And Camel. Resourceful, independent, knows oneself. With 2 cards of self-mastery, I think so. The camel can handle absolutely anything, and it carries a wealth of nourishment within. This wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease, even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposition into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveler and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. When in balance, calm, content, sparkle in eye. When out of balance, dehydrated, lacks vitality, to bring into balance a pilgrimage. So, you can let yourself, and you are doing it, be inspired, catch that inspiration, and bring that balance back within yourself in order to overcome the challenge and rise above it. Hope this was helpful. Till next time, take care. Bye.